Hello, I'm Robert McKay. This is Christianity on the Bottom Shelf. A few days ago, I made a video, which I've not yet uploaded. I'm deliberately withholding that until this video. I made a video about abortion and forgot to mention one point. I had intended to, but I work without a script. I have the idea of what I'm going to say, but I don't write it down. And so I forgot to put this in. And this is that hackneyed, cliched thing about a woman's right to choose, a woman's right to do as she pleases with her own body. There are 2 points there. First, if a woman, or a man for that matter, went to a doctor and said, I want you to remove my right ear, I don't want it anymore. I want you to amputate my left hand, I'm tired of it. I want you to remove my spleen, it's an inconvenience to me. What would we think about that person? We'd think there was a mental problem. We'd think there was something wrong with that person's thinking to just want a doctor to remove a part of his or her body. Well, then why don't we think that about a woman who says, I want you to remove my baby, which is a part of my body? Yes, a man or a woman has a right to do what he or she pleases with his or her own body. And now you understand why we could use a neuter pronoun in English. His or her over and over and over is awkward and ugly as far as the construction goes. That's why we have the masculine pronoun make do as a replacement for the neuter pronoun which English lacks. So if an unborn baby is part of his mother's body, then we should treat her desire to remove that baby exactly as we would treat her desire to remove her right ear or her spleen or her left hand when these parts are perfectly healthy and normal. But is an unborn baby part of the mother's body? A simple DNA test settles the matter conclusively without any possibility of intelligent debate. You do a DNA test on the mother, you do a DNA test on the baby, you get different people. My DNA, as I sit here today at 65 years old, is different from my mother's DNA. And it always has been. From the moment of my conception, back in 1959, I was born in April of 60, so the conception was in 1959. From that instant, my DNA has been different from my mother's. From the moment of your conception, your DNA was different from your mother's. Now, are we going to say that my left hand has different DNA from my right hand? That my right ear has different DNA from the rest of me? That my spleen's DNA is not the same as the DNA of my entire body? That would be asinine. Nobody with a brain would ever believe that. And yet, this argument that the abortionists use requires us to believe that one specific part of a woman's body has different DNA from hers. if you took those 2 DNA samples, gave them to the lab, didn't tell them anything about age, sex, any of that, just said, do these 2 DNA profiles, they would always, every single time, say, we have 2 separate individuals. Because that is exactly the case. So, I forgot to mention this in the other video. I've now mentioned it. I've shown just what a fatuous argument it is. And now I'm going to say, although by the time you see this, you'll already know it, I'm sure. I'm not sure yet whether I want to upload the other video and then this one on consecutive weeks, or to upload both of them on the same day. But once I upload the first one, I definitely won't upload anything else until I've uploaded this. Because this is a major subject, and it is so anti-Christian to support or procure or to perform abortion. It's murder. It's killing a human being who has done nobody any wrong whatsoever. If there's an innocent person anywhere in the world, it's an unborn baby. And I went into the Bible in the other video, just figure this is a continuation of that for all practical purposes. I'm not going to do it again here. But let me tell you, God will require it at the hands of those who get abortions, who perform abortions, and who support abortion. God will not let the blood of millions of innocent children go unavenged.